All right, welcome to this live session, the second and very last live session for today. I believe you can see my screen and hear my voice at your end. It's been a very difficult trading time, okay? Very difficult trading week indeed. I think I'm listening to myself. Let me just get that off. Give me a minute. Okay, take that off. Okay, I think that is set now. All right, sorry, I was listening to myself. Okay, the screen should be back on now. Like I was saying, it's been a very difficult trading week, very difficult trading day, especially for today as well. The Canadian dollar interest rate announcement has just been pumped into the market a few minutes, okay, a few hours ago. We have seen that massive price volatility across all Canadian dollar crosses. In fact, the charts are pretty messed up, so we are just going to take a general look into most of the pairs, even though we didn't find any valid trading opportunity for today. Okay, all right, let's begin looking into that which we are all involved in, the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Let's begin from the 1 hour time frame. In the 1 hour time frame, price has continued to maintain that range, that sideways behavior. All right, that sideways behavior. The only day left to determine the real fate of this trade is tomorrow. Okay, it's tomorrow. By tomorrow, we'll be able to know whether to keep this trade running or to close it out. Okay, if you go into the 4 hours time frame, you will see that price is actually in a price is actually compressing in a triangle formation. I really do not want to call this a flat bottom triangle. It looks something like that, but not so precise. That is why we have just kept it as a triangle formation. All right, it is not really a flat bottom triangle because this low is quite lower than this one here. Okay, so at best we can keep it this way. We can keep this one here. Okay, this one this way. So price should be sitting around the resistance line currently. This level here is the resistance line right now for price, but there is no sign of a rejection of that level at this time. Price is just still hugging that level. No one knows what will happen. This level here is just too weak, so we're going to delete that one. So in the 4 hours time frame, let's see what will happen. It is still within the triangle formation. You can see how price has been respecting that level 2 times and also respected this one. Today was the confirmation of this level for the second time. Okay, so from now on, let's see what's going to happen generally with this trade. At any rate, we'll just let it run according to plan. This trade, the trading decision, the actual trading decision was supposed to be taken by the end of this month. All right, let's move on to our other pairs and see what type of price action we are getting. In conclusion, this is a massive sideways price behavior for the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. All right, how about the American dollar against the Japanese yen? Well, still in the range. Price is just still trying to decide which direction it wants to take to. If you are a line drawer like myself, then you might want to see a possible channel formation. You might want to keep this possible channel formation. Okay. Quiet markets are usually filled with so much channel formation. Price channeling because it doesn't know which direction it wants to take to. So for the American dollar against the Japanese yen, you can see here again, this is resistance area. These are low quality price pattern, and that is why we are not finding valid trading opportunities. If you are a range trader, then this is where you want to wait. But as you know, this type of channel usually gives the hint that price is about to push to the upside. For us, no trade here. Before I go on that one, we are still following price in the daily time frame. If we get that pullback to that zone, we'll be happy to look for short entries in the American dollar against the Japanese yen. No trade throughout for the entire week. The American dollar against the Swiss franc, we were also waiting for that pullback to that area. The pullback didn't happen. Price is still cruising to the downside. There is no trade as well taken for this pair because that pullback didn't happen. But we are now having price giving us this type of action, which is also another type of channel behavior. That is it. Finding this lower boundary as support and the upper one as resistance. So this is a difficult market situation for us to trade. You can get lucky picking them off those levels, but they are not reliable patterns, all right? And it takes a little while for them to form before you actually identify them. Most times, by the time you want to click on your buy button here, that is when the entire pattern comes to an end. So we are going to avoid that. The sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar, well, lots of confusion here with this one. We were actually following this pair for today with this flat top triangle here. Let me just show you that. This was the actual level that we were watching to take a trade in the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar as price continued to find resistance here before. Then we got the breakout as price pullback. We were all waiting here, but the hesitation was just too much. For a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, 5 hours in a row, price was just at that particular level. That was an early warning for us not to take that trade. Of course, by the time we got this bounce, Hector already told us that that is happening quite too late. Okay, and as you can see, if we are taking the trade, you can see what is going on right here. Anyway, let's just redefine our line, and it seems we got that channel formation, just like Hector was telling us in the Telegram group, that we might be finding a channel formation with this pair. And it seems to be quiet markets are dominated by channels. Okay, so that is it. Sideways price behavior, nothing to trade. Okay, next one, the okay, before we go on that one, I just still want to let you know that majority of traders are depending on this pin bar coming from the weekly time frame on the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar. Remember, for the entire week, we are all struggling to make money from this current pin bar, all right? From this pin bar. Once that candle closes, the week has come to an end, and we'll be waiting for the next candle. Okay, so this is it, and this candle already gives us the hint of where this candle should go to, which is to the upside. So majority of traders are all looking to buy the sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar, but the market volume is quite low, even though lots of retail traders are looking to buy this pair. All right, the euro against the Canadian dollar. Interest rate announcement. Can you see that type of market chaotic price action? Swing up, swing down, just whipsawing around that area. No one could easily survive that. Okay, that was interest rate announcement. Well, in the 1 hour time frame, it is quite difficult to draw levels of support and resistance. At any rate, it seems we are having a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, this candle here for today totally engulfing the previous candle. And you see that? That's a bearish engulfing candle with the hint that the next directional bias might be to the downside. But it didn't quite hit our level of resistance. Let's see that daily time frame. Okay, the daily time frame here, this really wasn't hit, although this one was hit. The candlestick patterns here are really ugly. These are not very reliable price action. Okay, and that is why we will also sit aside. We are not going to be taking any trade on this. Let's just mark our key levels of intraday support and resistance. That is resistance there, the high for today and the low for today. See what has been going on for the past few days. For this a week, 1 2 3, price is flat, so no trading opportunity. Let's look into the next pair, the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. The same thing happening. I just want to quickly show you most of these pairs, so you will know that it is not your fault, neither is it our fault. For the past 3 days, 1 2 3, in fact, look at this order. This price has been flat. Okay, even though we are trading around the daily level of resistance, the price behavior there is really bad. So let's see the daily time frame and see what has been going on there as per today's specific candle. All right, this is the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, the daily time frame. As you can see, this area here has been acting as resistance. Okay, today's candle, upon that news announcement, breached above that level of resistance, but it seems that breakout might not be sustained as price is now turning around, coming back in. So we have our eyes on this candle. We are watching this candle to see what's going to happen. If this candle gives us a fake breakout, probably we have something like this. Then we have a high quality signal to go short for tomorrow in the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. So we are still watching this candle for today. Let's see how it's going to close. It's important to let that candle close before you want to take any trade. So let's keep this at today's high. We are going to keep this one here just there as support. All right, nothing much. No trading opportunity given. All right, next pair is the euro against the Swiss franc. Almost similar price behavior in the daily time frame. It's a total mess again. 10 market volume. Let's see the 1 hour time frame. We can keep this little retracement trend line. Looks like a retracement trend line. Don't really like it. Let's just mark to this high. Keep it there to this high. Today's low is quite difficult to let's just assume that is the swing low for today. Okay, nothing else for the past 3 days. 1 2 3. Difficult to trade type of market behavior. Price is just is trending downwards in a very slow fashion, so nothing to trade here. Stay away from it. The Australian dollar against the Japanese yen, well, you can see how price is now pushing above this counter trend line. That's our upper channel boundary. Well, we usually do not trade this type of channels, but let's see what's going on in the daily time frame. Now, in the daily time frame, we have a key level of resistance, hot zone. All right, hot zone. Well, this level is to be watched for next week, probably for a fake breakout. Once you get a fake breakout there, this is going to carry a high quality trade. Okay, it's going to be a high quality trade once you get price faking off that key level of resistance. Well, it is not yet ready. We need to be patient and wait for price to challenge that level. All right, so in the 1 hour time frame, we can keep this one, we can delete this one. Okay, if price is able to sustain that breakout, any pullback, this could now act as support. Former resistance may now act as what? Support. So let's keep that, although we'll not be taking any trade here. We'll be watching price in the daily time frame. The euro against the Japanese yen, what's going on here? Price has been in the range for the past 3 days in this week. Let's take out this 1, 2, 3. Price has been in that range. There is nothing we can do about this. Just wait for the breakout. If you are a range trader, then you probably want to wait around this area to click on your sell button, or around this one here to click on your buy button. Okay, but we don't trade that, so it's not on our radar. All right, the sterling pounds against the American dollar. Unfortunately, the American dollar is really weak, absolutely weak. This pair is still pushing to the upside in good momentum. Let's just readjust our trend line. Nothing to talk about here much. We got that sideways price behavior. It's only today we are seeing that extra push to the upside. Well, let's hope that push is going to be sustained, but for now there is nothing here to trade as well. All right, the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. This is a candidate, one of those interest rate candidates for today. You can see that massive chaotic price behavior here. Price is looking extremely bearish. Tomorrow might still be another bearish day. Let's see the daily time frame. This is looking really bearish right now. Really bearish. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to keep it right here as a flat bottom triangle. So let's wait for the breakout of this key level of support. Let it break. Even though it's looking bearish, you need the breakout of that key level of support. Otherwise, for the past 30 days, nothing to trade in this pair. The market hasn't been offering much of trading opportunities, even the ones that we try to force. Okay, the trades that we try to force ourselves didn't play out well. All right, euro against the Australian dollar. Channel has been broken. Trying to figure out the next type of price pattern. This could be a problematic zone for the pair. It was a former level of resistance and now acting as support. Can delete this one. This one here is still too early. Let's just leave it for now. There is no trading opportunity for the past few days. Okay, not a good one, not a good opportunity for us. The Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, similar price behavior. Interest rate candidate, this is a key level of resistance. Let's keep this one. Remove this as well, just keep it here. Okay, 3 days, see what has been going on. Price has been flat, no trading opportunity yet. The euro against the American dollar, this is a bullish pair, but it's taking a little breather. You can see how price yesterday went all the way there, gave us that fake breakout. On that attempt to break, it couldn't break. Price came back down. From here on, is pushing back up again. The euro against the American dollar is a bullish pair. You really want to remain bullish with this pair, but there is no trading opportunity for us, so we are not taking any trade here. We have been waiting in the daily time frame for that fateful pullback for us to look for our long entries, but it's not happening, so there is nothing we can do about that. Okay, we can go on and on and on, but that is what we have in the markets. That's the type of market condition that we are seeing. Okay, there is nothing to trade. It's really rough indeed. You just need to be patient. If you have trades, running, you need to manage them and close them out, wait for the next trading opportunity to present itself before you want to trade. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Questions or contributions are all welcome in the live chat window or in the Telegram group where we usually discuss together. Okay, we'll be talking again tomorrow morning if we find any significant change in price behavior. Do have a fantastic rest. Talk soon. Bye bye.